Hello! So, I love going to the theatre in London, and I have many shows that I'm very excited for in the upcoming season. Because I don't expect you're subscribed to as many newsletters as I am, I thought I might make it a bit easier for you and bring you a little list of what I think are the highlights of the upcoming months, and hopefully, I will get you excited for some of them. I will start with the shows that are already on. The biggest one, in my opinion, is Hamlet at the Harold Pinter Theatre, which is a transfer from the Almeida. And I have seen it at the Almeida, and it was honestly one of the best things I've seen in years, probably ever. I haven't seen that transfer yet. I really hope it's still excellent because it was just amazing at the Almeida. Other shows in the West End that I think are worth seeing are Annie the musical, which I have seen with Miranda Hart, and it was such a joyful experience. It's not like one of my favorite musicals, but that evening truly was special. And I also am very excited for Les Mis, which I have seen years ago, but the Karen Valjean is Killian Donnelly, who is literally my favorite musical actor ever. So I haven't seen it with him yet, but I really, really have to. And a straight play I totally need to see is The Ferryman, which is a transfer from the Royal Court. And it's a play by the playwright Jess Butterworth, whose previous play was like a massive, massive hit. And apparently it should be great. At the National Theatre, the biggest hit at the moment is Angels in America, but that is playing only until the 19th of August. They also have a new play at the moment, which I am extremely excited to see, and that's Mosquitoes by Lucy Kirkwood. It's directed by Rufus Norris, the artistic director of the National, who's very good, and it stars Olivia Colman. And all these people I think are amazing. I'm sure you won't be disappointed. It's sold out at the moment because it's in the smallest space at the National, but they have a lot of different ways to get tickets anyway, like day seats or this Friday Rush thing. So if you are a Olivia Colman fan, who isn't, you can just queue in the morning for a day ticket. And now on to the plays that aren't on yet, but I can't wait to see them. The first one is called Labor of Love, and I mean, the title is a bit cheesy, but it's a new play by James Graham, who's this political playwright, and it's gonna be in the West End, and the main characters will be played by Martin Freeman and Sarah Lancashire. So I think this is a unique opportunity to see two actors of this caliber together on stage. And it's directed by Jeremy Herrin, who directed, for example, People, Places and Things a couple of years ago, which won a lot of awards and it was amazing. So this sounds promising. It's on from mid-September. And another new play is gonna be at the Almeida. It's called Albion, and it's by Mike Bartlett. They don't really have a lot of information about the play available, but based on Mike Bartlett's previous work, I think this could be really cool. It sounds kind of similar to his previous play Earthquakes in London, which was this epic look at today's society. It was a bit political, but there was also a bit of magical realism almost. So I'm really excited to see something else that will probably be in this vein. He also does a lot of smaller plays, but this sounds like it should have that sort of state of the nation aspect to it. The Almeida runs are quite short, so definitely check out the dates in advance. It's sort of mid-October till mid-November. And then there are some really exciting musicals in the pipeline. Like the number one thing I can't wait for is Follies at the National Theatre, which is a Stephen Sondheim musical. and it's gonna star Imelda Staunton, who's just unbelievably good. I've already bought multiple tickets to see this, and they also have a lot of learning events around this, different discussions and seminars. So I just can't wait. Follies is not my favorite Sondheim musical, but the casting just sounds very, very promising. Not only Imelda, but there's also, for example, Philip Quast, who's very famous for playing Javert. So this is definitely something not to be missed. If you are somewhere else in the world, there is also going to be an anti-live screening of the show. Another super exciting production has not announced the dates yet, so I'm not sure whether it's still going to be in 2017 or a bit later, but it should be coming soon. And that's Company, another Sondheim. What's really interesting about this is that it centers around this male character, and in that production, they are changing it to a female, which is extremely interesting. It changes the dynamic of the whole show in a very, very exciting way. We'll see how it works. And of course, another big thing for musical theatre fans is going to be Hamilton, which comes to the West End in November. But it might be impossible to get the tickets for a while. We'll see, but this one is to stay, so most of us will probably see it a bit later. The last show I will mention isn't actually opening until January, but I really want you to put this in your diary. And that's another West End transfer from the Almeida, and it's Mary Stuart, directed by Robert Icke, the genius. It's another show that I really, really adored at the Almeida, so it will be fascinating to see it in the West End as well. So these were my top tips. Please tell me if you have any shows that you're really longing to see. I'll gladly make some more plans. And I will see you next time. Have a nice day. Bye.